So let's make this simple Iru rice. Now, locust beans is one of the most used ingredients in Nigeria by Yorubas. Yeah, basically almost everything they want to cook, or let's say 50% of what they want to cook, they would always add locust beans. And there's this smell it gives when you use it in your concoction rice. So I decided to make simple concoction rice for the kids today so they can have it for lunch. And we are going in with our Iru first because we want that smell. We want it to have that special smell of local rice. And I went in with my garlic and ginger. As you know it, if you know me by now, you know I love to use garlic and ginger to cook. And that is why I always use my garlic and ginger whenever I'm cooking certain meals. Say, let's say 50% of the meals I cook, I always add garlic and ginger to it. It's like a secret recipe and it just elevates the whole cooking process entirely. So I'm just going to go in with my onion. And as you know, onion is good. And this I'll fry it for say 5 minutes. Make sure I am stirring so it doesn't get burnt while frying. So after frying the onion for up to 5 minutes, I'm going in with my pepper mix and I'll just let this fry, like fry till it gets dried, because that is how my mom taught me to cook. Anyways, that is the best way to get the best rice, because you don't want your stew to be tasting like this tomato taste, that tomato tangy taste. You don't want it in your rice. So definitely it's always very good to fry your pepper mix properly before going in with your seasoning. And that is how I cook most of my meals, because if I'm making jollof rice, I always ensure to fry the pepper mix very well before going in with my um other ingredients. So here I'm just going to be adding seasoning, adding salt, adding every other ingredient that I want to add. But for this rice, I don't want to add curry, I don't want to add thyme, I don't want to add parsley, because this is basically just a local concoction rice, not the regular jollof rice or stir fried rice. So I want it to feel local. I want it to look local. I just want that local taste, and that's why I'm having my eru. If you have what's it called, you can add crayfish to it if you like. I actually added pomo and sliced beef into this sauce. Then I went ahead to make sure it gets fried totally. One thing about rice is definitely one of those food that we eat in my house growing up almost every single day, if not every day, like 7 days a week. My mom is always cooking rice. So I have different strategy and different styles to cook rice. So this is like one of the many methods I make rice, and definitely in a if I'm to cook rice for 10 days straight, I can cook different rice, different recipes, and they would all taste lovely and nice. So I just need to stir this and let it heat a little bit. Then I went ahead to add water into this. When I added water, I needed it to cook. And need I say that I parboiled my rice before doing all of this. Yes, I parboiled my rice. I didn't want it to be too soft, but I did parboil my rice before putting it in here. So if you want to parboil your rice, it is super easy. Just put water on the fire, put your rice, or you wash your rice, put it into the boiling water, leave it for say 5 minutes to 10 minutes. Then you bring out your rice and wash it properly so that you can remove all the starch in the rice. So after adding water into the rice, I covered my pot and let it sit for a while. So by the time the rice was totally dry, here is how it looks. Because of the steam, we are not getting the exact look, but it was yummy, sweet, and everything and more. You can actually add other things and just improvise in this recipe. Super simple and easy to make. Would you be trying this, and what will you pair it with?